Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in this world. God bless you. This is Gloria White coming to you from Utah, USA. Today we're going to be continuing in the book of Ezekiel, and we are in chapter 46. Now, God is continuing to give Ezekiel the information on how the temple will be run. Thus saith the Lord God, the gate of the inner court that looketh toward the east shall be shut in the 6 working days, but on the Sabbath it shall be opened, and in the day of the new moon it shall be opened. And the prince shall enter by the way of the porch of that gate without or outside, and shall stand by the post of the gate. And the priest shall prepare his burnt offering and his peace offering, and he shall worship at the threshold of the gate. Then he shall go forth, but the gate shall not be shut until the evening. Likewise the people of the land shall worship at the door of this gate before the Lord in the Sabbaths, and in the new moons. And the burnt offering that the prince shall offer unto the Lord in the Sabbath day shall be 6 lambs without blemish, and a ram without blemish. And the meat offering shall be an ephah for a ram, and the meat offering for the lambs, as he shall be able to give, and an hin of oil to an ephah. And in the day of the new moon it shall be a young bullock without blemish, and 6 lambs and a ram, they shall be without blemish. And he shall prepare a meat offering, an ephah for a bullock, and an ephah for a ram, and for the lambs according as his hand shall attain unto, and as a hin of oil to an ephah. And when the prince shall enter, he shall go in by the way of the porch of that gate, and he shall go forth by the way thereof. But when the people of the land shall come before the Lord in the solemn feast, he that entereth in by the way of the north gate to worship shall go out by the way of the south gate, and he that entereth by the way of the south gate shall go out by the way of the north gate. He shall not return by the way of the gate wherein he came in, but shall go forth over against it, or opposite. And the prince in the midst of them, when they go in, shall go in, and when they go forth, shall go forth. And in the feast and in the solemnities, the meat offering shall be an ephah to a bullock, and an ephah to a ram, and the lambs as he is able to give, and an hin of oil to an ephah. And when the prince shall prepare a voluntary burnt offering, or peace offering, voluntarily unto the Lord, one shall then open him the gate that looketh toward the east, and he shall prepare his burnt offering and his peace offerings, as he did on the Sabbath day. Then he shall go forth, and after his going forth one shall shut the gate. Thou shalt daily prepare a burnt offering unto the Lord of a lamb of the first year, without blemish. Thou shalt prepare it every morning. And thou shalt prepare a meat offering for it every morning, the 6th part of an ephah, and the 3rd part of a hin of oil, to temper with the fine flour, a meat offering continually by the perpetual ordinance unto the Lord. Thus shall they prepare the lamb, and the meat offering, and the oil, and every morning for a continual burnt offering. Now this meat is a grain offering. So the grain and the oil, they would make bread, unleavened bread. Thus saith the Lord God, if the prince give a gift unto any of his sons, the inheritance thereof shall be his sons. It shall be their possession by inheritance. But if he give a gift of his inheritance to one of his servants, then it shall be to him his to the year of liberty. After it shall return to the prince, but his inheritance shall be his sons for them. You can loan the land to them You could give it as a gift, but it's not going to be eternally theirs, because your sons will be the eternal inheritors, heirs. But if he give a gift of his inheritance to one of his servants, then it shall be his to the year of liberty. After it shall return to the prince, but his inheritance shall be to his sons for them. Moreover, the prince shall not take the people's inheritance by oppression, to thrust them out of their possession, but he shall give his son's inheritance out of his own possession, that my people be not scattered every man from his possession. After he brought me through the entry, which was at the side of the gate, into the holy chambers of the priest, which looked toward the north, and behold, there was a place on the 2 sides westward. Then said he unto me, This is the place where the priest shall boil the trespass offering and the sin offering, where they shall bake the meat offering, and they bear them not out into the utter court to sanctify the people. And so this meat offering is the grain or the meal to bake the bread. So boil the trespass offering and the sin offering, where they shall bake the meat or the meal offering, the grain, that they bear them not out into the utter court to sanctify the people. Then he brought me forth into the utter court, and caused me to pass by the 4 corners of the court. And behold, in every corner of the court there was a court. In the 4 corners of the court there were courts, joined by 40 cubits long and 30 broad. These 4 corners were of one measure. They were all equally the same size. And there was a row of buildings round about in them, round about them 4, and it was made with boiling places under the rows round about. Then said he unto me, These are the places of them that boil, where the ministers of the house or the temple shall boil the sacrifice of the people. And as always, I love you.